Let's go for the problems on convolution theorem. Find inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s into bracket s square plus a square using convolution theorem. Here we need to find inverse Laplace transform of a given function using convolution theorem. We need to find L inverse of 1 upon s into bracket s square plus a square. And that 1 upon s into bracket s square plus a square, we can write it as 1 by s into 1 upon s square plus a square. 1 upon s into 1 upon s square plus a square. Let f bar of s is equals to 1 by s and g bar of s is equals to 1 upon s square plus a square. Convolution means it is a combination of two functions taking inverse for these two functions, that is L inverse of f bar of s, that is equals to L inverse of 1 by s. That L inverse of f bar of s is, by the definition, it is f of t, that is equals to L inverse 1 by s. Here f of t is equals to L inverse of 1 by s, and inverse Laplace of 1 by s is 1. F of t is equals to 1. Next, g bar of s. L inverse of g bar of s is equals to L inverse of 1 upon s square plus a square. And by the definition of inverse Laplace transform, L inverse of g bar of s becomes g of t. G of t is equals to L inverse 1 upon s square plus a square. Here it is g of t is equals to L inverse of 1 upon s square plus a square. And inverse Laplace of 1 upon s square plus a square is sin a t by a. Next, we have the convolution theorem. L of f bar of s into g bar of s. We have convolution theorem. L inverse of f bar of s into g bar of s is equals to integration u equals to 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. L inverse of 1 upon s into bracket s square plus a square, that is equals to integration u equals to 0 to t f of u nothing but f of t term, that is 1. Next, g of t minus u is nothing but g of t term. In place of t, it is t minus u. Sin of a into t minus u upon a with respect to u. Next, taking 1 by a outside, the integration 1 by a into integration u equals to 0 to t sin of a t minus u, means multiply a to the bracket term with respect to u. 1 by a into bracket, integration of sin function is minus cos, that is integration of sin a t minus a u is minus cos a t minus a u upon minus a between the limits u equals to 0 to t. 1 by a square, take here minus minus get cancels. Next, taking a outside the bracket, that is 1 by a square into cos of a t minus, substituting the limits here, u is equals to t, u equals to 0. a t minus cos of a t minus a into 0. a t minus a t is 0, that is cos 0. Cos of a t minus a into 0 is 0, that is cos a t. Cos 0 is 1. Therefore, L inverse of 1 upon s into bracket s square plus a square is equals to 1 by a square into bracket cos 0 is 1 minus cos a t. Let's go for the next problem. Find inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s minus 1 into bracket s square plus 1 using convolution theorem. Let us write 1 upon into bracket s minus 1 into bracket s square plus 1 as 1 upon s minus 1 into 1 upon s square plus 1. So that it should look like f bar of s into g bar of s. Let f bar of s is equals to 1 upon s minus 1. G bar of s is equals to 1 upon s square plus 1. F bar of s, that is f of t, is equals to L inverse of f bar of s, that is equals to L inverse of 1 upon s minus of minus 1. Therefore, f of t is equals to, it is 1 upon s minus of a. 1 upon s minus a, that is inverse Laplace of 1 upon s minus a e raised to at. Here a is equals to minus 1, therefore f of t is equals to e raised to t. G bar of s is equals to 1 upon s square plus 1. G of t is nothing but L inverse of g bar of s is equals to L inverse of 1 upon s square plus 1. g of t is equal to sin t. Inverse Laplace of 1 upon s square plus 1 is sin t. Next we have a convolution theorem. L inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 into bracket s square plus 1 is equals to integration u equals to 0 to t e raised to u into sin of t minus u into du. That is directly here applied the convolution theorem. Here I have written the convolution theorem. L inverse of f bar of s into g bar of s is equals to integration u equals 0 to t f of u into g of t minus u into du. Now we need to integrate this term with respect to u between the limit 0 to t. That is e raised to u into sin of t minus u. We need to integrate this term. Okay, now this is nothing but we have a standard result, that is integration of e raised to at sin bt with respect to t is equals to, this is direct result of this term, e raised to at upon a square plus b square into bracket a sin bt minus b cos bt. A sin bt minus b cos bt. L inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 into bracket square plus 1 is equals to, using this result for this integration term, e raised to u upon 1 plus 1. That is a is equals to 1 here, b is also equals to 1. 1 e raised to u upon 1 plus 1 into bracket sin of t minus 1 minus of minus 1 into cos of t minus 1 between the limits 0 to t. L inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 into s square plus 1 is equals to 1 by 2 into bracket, that is e raised to u upon 1 plus 1 is there, no, that is e raised to u upon 2. Taking 1 by 2 outside the bracket and multiplying e raised to u to the bracket terms, we have obtained e raised to u into sin of t minus u plus e raised to u into cos of t minus u, limits 0 to t. Next substituting the limits, 1 by 2 into bracket e raised to t into sin of t minus t minus upper limit t to lower limit 0, e raised to 0 into sin of t minus 0 plus applying upper limit t, lower limit 0 for the second term, that is e raised to t into cos of t minus e raised to 0 into cos of t minus 0. Here we are getting sin 0, e raised to t into sin 0 minus e raised to 0 is 1 into sin t plus e raised to t into cos 0 minus e raised to 0 is 1 cos t. This term is 0 because sin 0 is 0 minus sin t plus e raised to t into 1, that is cos 0 is 1, e raised to t into 1 minus cos t. 1 by 2 into bracket 0 minus sin t plus e raised to t minus cos t. Therefore L inverse of 1 upon s minus 1 into s square plus 1 is equals to 1 by 2 into bracket e raised to t minus, taking from these two terms, minus into bracket sin t plus cos t. This is the required result.